Hello and welcome to HelpYourMath.com. In this video, we are going to look at finding the mode of a data set. First of all, what is a mode? Well, a mode is the number or numbers in a data set that appear the most frequently. A data set can have no mode, so if we had a data set containing 1, 2, 3, and 5, we would say this data set has no mode because no value appears more than all of the other values. A data set could have one mode, so that's if we saw 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. In this case, the number 1 appears more frequently than any other value in the data set. It appears twice. The 2, 3, and 5 each appear once. So this would have one mode, and that one mode is coincidentally 1. So the one mode in this would be 1. We could also have a data set with two modes. We call that bimodal. Bi is a prefix that means two. So a bimodal data set means that we see two numbers that appear more than any other number. So what if we had 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, I don't know why I'm bunching them all together, 3, 5. In this case, we have two modes. 1 is a mode and 3 is a mode. They both appear 3 times, which is more than any of the other numbers, which in this case is 2 and 5. So because 1 and 3 appear more than any other number, so 2 does appear more than once, but it only appears twice, it's not as big as 3, so we have two modes, and the two modes are the ones that repeat 3 times. We would have 1 and 3. We can also have a data set with more than two modes. So again, in order for one of the values to be a mode, it has to appear more frequently than all of the other numbers or equal to, right? It's like greater than or equal to in appearances. So if we have more than two modes, we might have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10. In this case, this data set would have 3 modes, right? Because 1 appears 3 times, 2 appears 3 times, and 3 appears 3 times. 5, 7, 8, and 10 each appear once, and 9 appears twice. So the numbers that appear more frequently than all the rest are 1, 2, and 3. So this one has 3 modes, and the 3 modes are 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's look at a few more examples. I always encourage you, now that we've gone over the definition, pause the video and see how you do on your own, and then you can check back with me. We want to find the mode of a set of class quiz scores. The first thing I want to do is put them in order from least to greatest. So when I go from least to greatest, I'm going to start with the 8s, 8, 8, 8. Then I have 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. Then I have 2 13s, and 1 15. So as I was writing these, did you pick up on the mode? Which one appears more than all the rest? That would be the 8. The 8 appears 3 times, whereas the 9, 10, 11, and 15 each appear once. 13 appears twice, but 8 is more frequently seen than any other quiz score. So we would say the mode quiz score is 8. It's the data value. It's not the number of times it appears. That's called the frequency. It's the value that's in the data set. So the mode is 8. How about in this example, we want to find the mode of the number of cups of coffee consumed in a week by students in a statistics class. I'm going to put them in order first. So I have 0, 0, 2, 4. Like they're all kind of bunched together. They're just not in the right order. Then we have 7, 12, 14, 14, 15, 17, 19, and 21. 14, 15, 17. Okay, so in this case, have you identified the mode or modes? Say it with me now. There are 2 modes. I see 0 appears twice, and I see 14 appears twice. So 0 and 14 have a frequency of 2, making this a bimodal data set. So we say bimodal, and the 2 modes in this data set are 0 and 14. And again, so we don't go with the frequency, we go with the values in the data set, 0 and 14. In our last example, we want to find the mode of the number of books students have read in the past month. And look at that, they're nice and in order for me. Okay, so I see the frequency of 0 is 2, the frequency of 1 is 2, the frequency of 2 is 2, 5 is 2, 7 is 2, 9 is 2. So no number appears more than every other number, which indicates to me that this particular data set has no mode. They're all the same frequency. We would say that this data set has no mode. And there we have it, some examples of finding mode. Let's review this one more time. So mode is the value or values that appear the most frequently in a data set, but the data set doesn't necessarily have to have a mode. If no number appears more frequently than others, then there is no mode. If the mode exists, then it must be an element of the data set. So we've seen with the mean and the median, the numbers don't actually have to be in the data set. For the mode, it does. And it's best to line up the data values from least to greatest to determine the mode. It just helps us organize our information. If it is bimodal, you might see one right away, but the other one might kind of be a little bit hidden. So if we organize them, it kind of helps us kind of put together, and we remember like, oh yeah, I wrote 0 3 times. So I think that's one of the modes. This has been a look at mode. Thank you for stopping by.